Hey everybody, it's time for another real life superhero RLSH video debut for my rant on past current events, terrible and shitty people, and defense of great people widely considered to be terrible people in various communities, especially the Afro-American community. I decided this is the first of two. I decided to do two because there are two intro songs I wanted to use. But I also wanted to use the Sonic What I'm Made Of, my actual theme for these type of videos. So I decided to do two with the same costume. The second one will be uploaded immediately after this one. And in the part two portions, I'll use either intro. Depends on the video and the song I think best fits the video. So with that being said, it's time for me to make my grand entrance. Along with Sonic What I'm Made Of, I'm going to be using popular professional wrestler Jeff Hardy's Impact Wrestling theme, his 2010 Modest to the Top remix. The next time I'm going to use similar creatures, and my taunts and mannerisms will be similar to Jeff Hardy, Teddy Hart, and the alpha male Monty Brown, and of course Sonic the Hedgehog, and of course Street Fighter. So with that being said, let me get started right now. Let's show these people what I'm made of.
Let me show you who I am, what I'm here for. Hey, trying to reach inside of me, trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity, trying to take no part of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. My destiny is to the top. My destiny is at the top. Still my destiny is past the top. Straight to the top of the keep head nothing start shining why we should go. Know what is real and how it is still the only way to feel the dance and the feel the way that you know days in your life. There's a lot of time to get a showcase. It's real show again. To make it right, make it to the top of the mountain, show you the until you feel there's nothing more for you did or say. And I need better get my way, come down. If you do, you'll be back on my distance to the top.
Hey everybody, it's time for another real life superhero review, and as you can see by the title above, this is my third and fourth rant on rapper, now YouTube social media personality and wannabe activist Willie D. This will also be my last rant on Willie D in a while, unless something big, and I highly doubt this, unless something big about Willie D actually happens. This one, for the most part, will be the same as the previous Willie D. Will be the same as the previous 3 Willie D rants, which will be in the description box below. But this is an updated versions regarding my current opinions of Willie D, which of course for the most part haven't changed. Yeah, and as you can see by the title above, this is another real life superhero video. This is my third real life superhero video on Willie D, but it's my 4th overall rant on him, period. So, yeah, with that being said, let me make my grand entrance on the camera, sit down over there by the boxes and stuff, and then continue the review from there. Yeah, one of the reasons I decided to redo this video was because of an old video, I think from 2015, that Tommy Sotomayor uploaded, and it was the Brilliance and Fear of Coons video. And as I was aggressively following Willie D, as if I was aggressively following Willie D and wanting to do rants on him, the video made me realize something, and that was when it came to Willie D. In that video, Tommy Sotomayor, his Brilliance of Coons, one thing he mentioned that was brilliant about Coons was Coons, they don't bother anyone, and they go and support the things and the people they like. And when they no longer like or support or agree with that person, they stop following them. They stop effing with them. And by me constantly following Willie D, and constantly doing rants on him, I was doing everything Tommy Sotomayor spoke out against. I was getting more offended at Willie D than the people Willie D is ranting on. Michael, these are some of the people: Michael Jordan, basketball players, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Candace Owens, Ben Carson, Larry Elder, Jesse Lee Peterson, Morgan Freeman, and Kanye West, and many more. None of these people pay attention. Or sweat Willie D, because he's a bum. He's a lame, washed up rapper. He's a lame, washed up wannabe gangster rapper, boxer, and now he's a YouTube social media personality and a wannabe activist. Since he's washed up like a lot of lame rappers from back in the day, since they're now old and crusty and all washed up, they're now trying to be activists. And like I said, he's a bum and an E-Beggar. So what I'm getting at is, those people I just named, they don't pay attention to this guy. I was getting more offended by Willie D's videos and criticisms of those people than those were. They don't sweat him. Willie D once said, oh, he called Candace Owens out on his Instagram page. Like Candace Owens, firstly, like Candace Owens, actually Candace Owens is on Instagram, but like she would be checking Instagram for a loser like Willie D. Like she would sweat a loser and a bum like Willie D. So that's why this will be my last rant on Willie D. I'd also mentioned in those previous videos wanting to box Willie D. Nah, I decided against it because once again, Coons support the things that I like. Why would I be aggressively? Not only why am I watching and following this guy, but why am I trying to fight someone? Not only do I not like, but more importantly, it just isn't worth mine or anyone's time. So yeah. What else about Willie D? Oh yeah, and then you had Willie D, and so yeah. Other than that, everything is other than those two facts right there. Everything else about this video has been the same. Willie D is everything you, and more importantly me, everything you hate about black people, everything terrible about brown people is Willie D. He is nothing positive except for the fact that he was once a Golden Gloves champion, a boxing champion. That's probably the only positive thing about this guy. He is everything bad. He was a criminal. He was a criminal before, during, and after his rap career. He's a high school dropout. Idiot was expelled from fighting. Idiot was expelled from fighting. He was expelled from school for fighting and never returned to school. And because of that, he had to commit, because the idiot never returned to school, he had to commit various crimes throughout his rap career. Don't most people become rappers and stuff so they can stop doing the criminal stuff they were doing? They would stop doing. Nah, this idiot still continued doing scams and committing crimes long after his rap career started. Before, during, and after his rap career, because he never finished school. The idiot never finished school. He in 2009 and 10, he committed wire fraud. He committed wire fraud where he conned and finessed a bunch of foreign people in the UK out of their money selling iPhones, selling fake iPhone merchandise. That he managed to get into contact with these people through eBay. He promised to sell these guys these special phones and never sent anything back to them. And it took all those people banding together to finally get him convicted. Then he was forced. Then according to keyboard musician, he tried to make it sound like that. They were trying. It was a racist thing, and they were trying to put another brown person in jail. Nah, Willie D was a criminal, and he couldn't even admit to what he did. He was forced to, because if he didn't accept the plea deal, according to keyboard musician, it would have been 10 years in prison. And to this day, he still owes. I don't know if he still owes restitution. So now his new gig is talking about problems in a YouTube video and forcing you to pay for it. So let's look. This guy went from celebrity rapper and Golden Gloves boxing champion to iPhones to fake iPhone salesman, and now he's a YouTube social media personality. But what I'm getting at, nothing about this guy is positive. If he wants to say, oh well, I'm bringing up old stuff, every person he rants on the internet, he talks about their past. He brings up the horrible stuff they did, and his wire fraud scam and the other stuff he was doing, the other criminal stuff he was doing is worse than anything myself, you, I guess myself, you, or anyone else has done. Anyone else has done. Like, yet he tries to be like, yet he tries to be like he's this agent against white supremacy when all he's doing, like all he's doing is a YouTube video like this one, and forcing you to pay him by joining his BS movement that, like keyboard musician said, his motionless movement that has not moved or done anything, and hadn't gotten anything done. And despite all this, keyboard musician is one of the only people ranting and exposing Willie D for the fraud that he is. There are people out there who not only follow Willie D but consider people like Willie D and the other loser. I got to get him too. I actually thought he retired. The other loser, Professor Griff. Consider these guys washed up, no talent E-Beggars, like keyboard musician said. And by the way, his channel's in the description box below if you want to check out his channel, because his videos also inspired this one. Keyboard musician said, people consider these guys heroes when all they're doing is talking. A series of bad things happen every day, and they make multiple videos explaining. They make multiple videos talking about how bad things happen. When the goal is to prevent that bad thing from happening, not sit around and talking about it. Anyone can do that. The goal is to stop it from happening. Is to prevent it. That is the goal. Not sitting up there talking about it. And then Willie D, he walks around like he's this agent, like keyboard musician, like he's this agent against white supremacy or any form of supremacy. When all he's doing is making videos and collecting money. That is all the idiot is doing. As all this idiot is doing. Every time there is something big with brown or white people, he act like he's this gigantic key factor in agent against whatever it is. Such as what was the other one? Oh yeah, such as when Ahmaud Arbery, Ahmaud Arbery's killers, his murderers, when they got sentenced to life imprisonment, and when Chauvin got his sentence for his role in George Floyd's death, these guys, Willie D was acting like Willie D was acting like he was instrumental in battling white supremacy, and acting like, since this was a huge win for Afro-Americans everywhere. Yet it was once again Afro-Americans, yes, the strong independent Afro-Americans needing white people to finally find those two parties guilty. It was white people who did that. It wasn't brown people alone. It damn sure wasn't Willie D. What else? Then you got who else? So yeah, you got Willie D. You got Willie D. So yeah, and like I said, it was just annoying. But like I said, this is my last video on him because, like I said, the brilliances of coons, Uncle Tom, sellouts, whatever you want to call them, they support and go to people and things that they like. They don't spend. Why would I waste time with someone and something I do not like, and he really just isn't worth mine or anyone's time? Like I said, I was getting more offended with Willie D. Than the people he's speaking on were. The people he's talking negatively about. Yeah, those people, those guys and girls don't sweat him. Why should I? And then he's always with his lame ancient brown versus white supremacy talk. White supremacy and racism talk, and race baiting is just annoying. He talks about Stacey Dash. In my opinion, he has the position, as I looked up his resume, he doesn't have the position to talk really about anybody. he doesn't have a position to talk about anybody, but he talks about all those people. He talks about, oh, Stacey Dash, how Stacey Dash was always speaking out against the Afro-American community, and then Fox News got rid of her, got rid of white supremacy, got rid of her when all what was happened was Stacey Dash had a contract with Fox News. She reached the end of that contract and it wasn't renewed. That happens all the time in the workforce, and now Stacey Dash is acting and doing other things while Willie D is an idiot on the computer making videos begging for money and begging people to join a stupid movement, which once again the movement is for is to pay the restitution. That's the big R word I was talking about in the previous Willie D rants. Keyboard musician mentioned a giant R word that Willie D has to pay, and in restitution is that R word, and that's why he's doing this movement. He needs to pay off that movement, and he needs to live, because like I said, surviving costs money, and so he's pretending to be this agent of white against white supremacy, and now he's trying to be a wannabe pro-black. If I say he's trying to be the KRS-One rapper guy, then then now I heard a fan in the comments say this. I've never heard this. I've never seen this written anywhere. But I also heard that Willie D was supposed to make houses in Haiti and never did it. And it goes to show you, if it's true, that is true. That is true. It goes to show you what a fraud and what a scam artist it is, and how no one should be following him. Despite all of that, despite keyboard musicians' awesome multiple videos exposing Willie D for the fraud he is, people still follow him. But before I get back to that, let's go back to all the stuff I was talking about. So yes, he was talking about Candace Owens. Oh yeah, he was talking about Stacey Dash. Then he calls Candace Owens the next Stacey Dash, and since 2020, he has been saying Candace Owens was going to get that moment. And to this day, Candace Owens has not gotten that moment. That moment where white supremacy disregards their tools, which is supposed to be Candace Owens. The moment where they have no longer any use for her, fire and terminate her, and she comes running back to the Afro-American community. That has not happened since. Every time someone has done something to Candace Owens, her and her team have managed to beat it. Back in 2021, a woman was trying to sue her after Candace supposedly exposed her as a stripper and cost her a book deal. Yeah, Candace Owens, her team managed to beat that. You don't even hear about that no more. 2022, the family of George Floyd were exploring options against Candace Owens, suing Candace Owens. You don't hear nothing about that. She still hasn't gotten that moment. That moment. And then, speaking of Candace Owens, the one time where all Afro-Americans, no matter what alignment you are, whether you're pro-black, sellout, coon, Uncle Tom, conservative, Democrat, doesn't matter what you are, the one time us brown people should have came together was when Patrisse Cullors, the founder of Black Lives Matter, was exposed for fraud raising $92 million on the deaths and the riots and stuff, the deaths of George Floyd and the riots and stuff, raising $92 million, not giving it back to any community, but instead using it to purchase mansions and all other stuff, mansions and all other stuff. No, you guys, the Afro-Americans, were too concerned with Kanye West and Candace Owens wearing crappy white Lives Matter T-shirts. That is why I will never side with brown people on anything. The one time we should have came together, we couldn't. This is the one time we should have came together. Guess what? Willie D had no problems with it. He brought up a bunch of white people in Donald Trump crimes. He brought up what's his name, and his crappy coon rap songs, his crappy coon rap songs, he brought up that he's down with Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed, who are also known frauds and scammers, just like Willie D, which is why he had no problems with Patrice Cullors doing what she did, because he's the same thing. He's the same thing, and he did a similar stunt in 2009 and 10 with the wire fraud. So yeah, and once again, but people who say, "Oh, that was old news," and everyone has a past. Everyone has a past. Everyone makes mistakes, but fraud is not a mistake. And like I said, he talks about other people's past. He constantly brings up Candace Owens. Him and everyone brings up Candace Owens suing her school when in her should she sue the George Floyd family video, she brought up George Floyd. She responded to and explained what really happened back when she was sued, and that how the NAACP used her and made a situation that was technically about her, made it about them. That sounds like something the NAACP and all these pro-black, wannabe pro-black groups, that sounds like something they would do. Something that's about someone else, they will take it and spin it and make it about them. That sounds like that's one of the reasons that inspired Candace Owens to stop being a Democrat and become a conservative. So already it was explained, but people still weren't running around with that, and Willie D's still running around with that. But what I'm getting at, he's always mentioning people's past. He's always mentioning people's past, but people get mad we mention his past when there's nothing. Everyone considers Willie D a hero, but he's done nothing heroic. The only thing he's done is bad things, crime, including that wire fraud and the other stuff he was doing. So how is this guy any form of hero or anything? He hasn't done anything good, and all the stuff he's done is nothing but bad things, including that big wire fraud scam. So yeah. Yeah, and Candace Owens confronted Patrice Cullors. It took a Coon and Uncle Tom to confront Patrice Cullors. No pro-black, no form of real pro-black ever confronted Patrice Cullors about what she did, about what she did, about what her and the Black Lives Matter people did with the money. Only Candace Owens. Willie D, like I said, he didn't do it. He hasn't done anything except sit around making videos, like Keyboard Musician said. Keyboard Musician was saying all these things 5 years ago. His videos are from 2018. 5 years later, Willie D is still doing this thing. Every day he makes a bunch of videos, talk about being money hungry. He has a bunch of ads. He has a bunch of ads in those videos, and he has a bunch of videos every day to make money. And if anyone wants to come at me, no, my count and his videos aren't up for monetization yet. I got a long way to go. But even then, you would get money from the YouTube website. I'm not gonna do no crappy GoFundMe or ask for money unless you get some kind of illness or disease that you can't pay for with which is why I'm still trying to finish these projects. So and trying these big time jobs that pay large sums of money, that pay fast and large sums of money, so you could pay, so just in case you do get a disease, you can pay for it. So yeah, like I said, this has been my final rant on Willie D. To see the previous versions, the links will be in the description box below. If you want to hear the rest of the music, turn the video off right now. Also, Keyboard Musician, the YouTuber who inspired this video, like I said, the links to his channel to see his videos and see his superior versions will also be in the description box below.
to make it right.